And our first youth delegate is Cade Cruikshanks. Thank you. Cade grew up on a small cow-calf operation in Brandon and left home to attend the University of Manitoba to attain a Bachelor of Commerce in 2023. He returned to Brandon and is blending his passion for agriculture and interest in business in his career as an articling accountant with MNP and is working towards his CPA designation. Cade has applied his 4-H experiences to grow into a young leader, an advocate for agriculture, and now sits on the board of directors for the province. Cade has always had a passion for beef production and continues to build his seed stock Simmental herd, Broken Seed Simmental. Cade.
Once upon a time, I wanted to be a paleontologist, and then a baseball player, and then a power engineer. And all of these were before I even started high school. I, like many of you, have changed my mind once or twice before. But today, I want to talk and focus on how I changed my mind to land in agriculture. Hello, my name is Cade Cruikshanks, and I am a young advocate for agriculture. Today, I'll explore some of the experiences and opportunities that have allowed me to blend my passion for agriculture with my interest in business, where today I work as an articling accountant at MNP Brandon in the ag team while I work towards my CPA designation, all while continuing to grow my registered seed stock herd, Broken Seed Simmentals. While growing up on a small cow-calf farm just outside of Brandon, it offered me a mix of unique opportunities, some different than the youth in your lives and yourselves. As I went to school in Brandon, I had the opportunity to learning choices, from welding to carpentry, to drafting, engineering, and design, to business and many more. While I was fortunate to also become involved in youth programs like 4-H, which allowed me to develop the skills and expose me to new experiences. In 4-H, I was able to become a member for 14 years, which included 4 years throughout my university education. With 4-H, I was fortunate enough to travel to Toronto and Regina, as well as the opportunity to travel to Ottawa and Indianapolis for the National FFA Convention, which I regretfully was unable to attend. While in my grade 11 year, I traveled to Regina with a joint trip with 4-H and the Rotary Club of Brandon to attend an annual event hosted by the Rotary Club during Agribition. The initiative was called Adventures in Agriculture, which brought youth from across Western Canada together to tour and learn conventional and unconventional careers in agriculture. Learning about careers within product development and manufacturing, to insurance specialists, to careers in agriculture or in genetics. All drastically different in their day-to-day work, all at different points of the supply chain, but all remained connected through agriculture. This was an amazing experience that truly opened up the eyes of all the youth on the trip to the expansive opportunities within agriculture. As I wrapped up my final year of high school, I was faced with a question: what was I going to do with my life? A pretty daunting question for anyone, let alone a 17 or 18-year-old. While many of the people around me knew that I had a love for the farm and cattle ever since a young age, but because my family didn't come from a large family farm with a few thousand acres, coming back to the farm wasn't necessarily an option for me. So I utilized those learning opportunities that I had in high school to explore the type of work and career opportunities that fit my personality. Understanding that I had a keen interest for business, I set out to seek an education in business at the University of Manitoba. Regardless of all of those unique opportunities, all the encouragement and persuasion from the people around me, including my mother, whose job at the time was to encourage young people to remain and explore careers in agriculture, she couldn't contain. As a rebellious teenager does, I set out on my own path. At the time, I actually had zero intentions of coming back to Brandon, to farming, or anything agriculture. I was set I was going to get my degree in business, major in accounting, and then head to Toronto to build a career in sports management. So off I went to Winnipeg in September of 2019, fully committed to the career path that I had decided. However, one thing that I had not anticipated was how much I was going to miss the farm and agriculture. This ultimately flipped my career path on its head. And before I knew it, it was March 20th of 2020, and the University of Manitoba had decided to close its doors due to COVID-19, which then I moved back home and completed the next 2 years of university from our living room. Certainly offered some unexpected challenges as well as opportunities in my journey, including my co-op work experience throughout school. The co-op program was something that intrigued me as I entered the University of Manitoba. It allowed me to gain some valuable work experience early on, as well as get my foot in the door to get myself ahead of my peers following the completion of my degree. At this point, I knew I wanted to remain in agriculture, so I sought out to find employers that fit the career paths that I had in mind. This included Farm Credit Canada in my first work term and MNP in the second two, both allowing me to further understand where I wanted to fit in the agriculture industry given my business background. The work terms were extremely valuable experiences for me, as it allowed me to continue to build on my existing knowledge of the agriculture industry while continuing to grow connections and explore new career paths in agriculture. As I have now graduated and have began my career in ag, I recognize how fortunate I've been to have so many different opportunities given to me. When I shifted my focus towards the career I had in ag, I experienced significantly more amount of support from organizations through scholarships and bursaries. There are countless generous organizations and businesses that are committed to supporting the youth of agriculture. They recognize the benefits of investing in the youth. While the 4-H program has continued to become a cornerstone in the development of as a young leader, over 14 years as a member, I was able to continue to develop the skills to succeed, as well as continue to open up new opportunities for the future. I recognize that not every young person will have the opportunities and experiences that I did, but that does not mean they can't succeed. We should encourage the youth to continue to develop their own careers, because diverse experiences and minds will always be valuable, regardless of the industry. I've spoken in the past about how I felt there is no other industries that have as much passion as agriculture. So I challenge all of you to build the connections within the youth in your lives and agriculture, as they will be the ones that help our industry continue to thrive. At the end of the day, everyone has their own path. Look at me. But let's all do our part to make agriculture that final destination. Thank you.